I might have to, like, reorganize this because this is not the most convenient layout I could possibly think of. But it's fine. Where are circuits? The problem is this expands, everything gets shifted around, and I don't know where things are. I really wish this was like stratified into different types, but the fact that circuits is sandwiched in with drones, chocolate, and then between a layer of frog eggs and fish eggs and butterflies and stuff, it's a little strange. I get it that that's probably whatever their item codes are, but still. Alright, that should give us an amount. Yeah, unfortunately all my drones are on supply and demand, and until we get more, it's gonna take a little while. Let's see. Yeah, these are on supplying everything. We'll have to figure out a better setup for plants, but at least this is good enough for now. Oh, I actually do have a couple of super alloy rods. Sick. Let's see, I can put the ice away for a bit. Let's just put the rest of these down. Yeah, they'll just move the super alloy. Let's grab the animal food. I am an animal. I can eat it too, or something. Okay. So the problem is I did make a titanium chest. I don't actually have a titanium. I don't have the ability to request titanium from anything. Okay, but we are supplying small quantities of it, which is good. Where the heck did I put that super alloy? Oh no. Oh, it got put into making these. You know what? I can't be mad about that, actually. Let's just... I'm gonna just make a really dirty locker storage right here for titanium. And let's go back grab our, like, massive... Our massive influx of, water. I think I need the pulsar quartz. We do want that pulsar quartz. We want 2 of them. Because I should have enough to make a teleporter. Because where I'm going next is kind of far away. I should be able to make one of those a mining machine. Okay, back to Dedge. You're in? Yeah. Actually, Virial, since you've been playing this, clearly, how does the requester locker work? Oh god, yeah, I can just request like a gazillion of these. If I need super alloy, I can just shred these suckers. Like, how does this thing work? Because it's clearly not doing what I want it to do. I was hoping it would just let me, like, slowly request circuits, but it hasn't gotten a single one, even though I know the other planets have the supply. Okay, I've got animal food, I've got everything else. Yeah, I think we're good. I started each planet from scratch. I gotcha. Okay, I think this is good enough. These are going. Good enough. That's cleared. All I want to do is go get to that other resource type. all the way back out here, which is kind of a pain. But I think all I have to do is go under that arch to get there. Because that's the only way we're going to be able to get super alloy, iridium, and uranium in large quantities, at least for a little while. This is a cool map. I like toxicity because of the structures. I like this one because of the landscape. And yeah, I'll stop for every single blue chest I can get my hands on, just cuz. I say as I see another one. This is going to distract me a bunch, which maybe isn't the best. Whoa. Okay. Leave those there to get dropped off. We still have enough for the teleporter. That's really all that matters. The rest of the resources I can come by freely. Okay, so it's on the backside of that ship. So yeah, we'll put down another teleporter out here and start looting these en masse. This will also give me obsidian mining at some point. I have to actually set that up. And also, like, loot some of these ships. Oh. That's different. Give me a second. You ever see a car fly? Did I need to do that? No. I could have gone around. But God, that was satisfying. Alright. Do you think this is good enough? I think this is probably good enough. Okay, start making uranite, which will get me super alloy, iridium, uranium, iron, and dolomite. Oh, cool. I need a chunk of iron. Nope, that's silicon. Excuse me, sir. I would like iron? What? There's no iron in this area. What? That is just confusing. It's fine. I mean, if we're lucky, we actually just have stuff in our trunk. Nope, drones came for it all. Shooting myself in the foot again. Unintentionally. Yeah, it's like everything other than iron. I've probably flown over like a piece or two. There it is. I wonder how fast the game can be unstuck as an auto-clicker it. Oh, that's a question. Okay, planet grid. Now, I will fully admit this is actually kind of a bad place to put a teleporter. I think I want to put it over near, like, in the center of this zone. God, it gets dark over here. I think I'll put it next to the ship. Right here? Yeah, right here. This seems like a good spot to put a teleporter. Alright, let's go grab my car. I should have done that originally. I don't know if I have enough inventory space to fit everything in the car's trunk. But it's probably fine. Oh yeah, we're good. Good to remember to hit supply on that, otherwise it would be a problem. Let's see. Do I want to get just enough titanium to make a second one of these things? It is a little tempting. Oh, well, there was the piece of iron I needed immediately. I think I'm going to make a second one. Just because uranite seems to provide the thing I need the most. Oh, it would certainly help if I remember to actually hop in my car to get the oxygen back. The problem is, like, when I get to the end of one of these planets and it's fully oxygenated, I just get used to not having to worry about oxygen, and then I forget about it for a while. Oops. Yes, just grab another uranite. This way we just have a large supply of this stuff that I can then send into one of the crushers. Okay. Got a little bit of inventory space. Oh. Bazillion iron. Which is good. Because, yeah, what I'm probably going to do, absolutely going to do, is... Should I have a living compartment? I should. Because I'm going to need 2 titanium for that. Never mind, can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Oh, never mind. Can't do that. Put these on the wrong side. Block off the teleporter, why don't I? There we go. So now I can put stuff in there if I so choose. For now, we're going back to Herm. Time to dump things off. The problem is I have more resources than I have space. I think we need to solve this and not just ignore it. Okay, that's too much. Okay, solve this by adding an extra floor. Ladder. I need cobalt. Do I have cobalt stocked in any of these? No. It's okay. We've got some outside. Probably going to move that sooner than later. But at least this gives me... Yeah. Let's pick that up. I'll find a slightly better spot for it. I mean, I guess I could put it here. That's good enough. Okay. Drink of water. Grab the iron. Because, yeah, I want to just go back up here. I still have the cobalt? I do. Turn around. This is where we put the window. There we go. Just to kind of ground me on where I'm at. Actually, no. Definitely not that. There we go. Okay, so now we can see better. I'll put another door in here. But yeah, I'm just probably going to have this area chock full of lockers. with resources that I don't need to have on hand. Nor in large quantities. Let's see. Demand silicon. Demand cobalt. Demand magnesium. I can have at least a couple of these here. Put one more locker in this mix. For something. I need large quantities of, but not immediately. Let's just do quartz? This is gonna fill up with just like random junk, but it's better than nothing. Okay, what else am I like suffering from having too much of? At least from basic resources, I think we're actually in a good spot. Oh, I'll put uranium here. And then I'm going to have to really figure out my seed situation. Well, no, actually, we don't really... I don't need to worry about that. My iron, take it all. Okay. We're just going to go back to Dedge. This whole area is kind of nothing. It's an area that I'm probably just going to leave because it is convenient. Though I am going to harvest that and bring it back with me. Same thing with this one. Both of those are kind of useful. But my extraction rocket can just stay here, at least for the time being. This is just going to be the place where I put all of my seeds, I think. Okay, demand... I mean, I could even just do it. Shunga. I'm gonna just take these resources. We're gonna have this clear. You're just gonna demand Lerma. Lerma, Shunga. Bistera. This way I can specifically have each of these kind of slowly getting filtered away so I don't have to worry about them collecting in base. And then if they start collecting too much, then, oh gosh, we just put down another collector somewhere. I don't want that there anymore. We should probably just go back to the base and put the rockets down. Here? Probably. Okay, where's the other one? There it is. Not that I can actually tell if this is even doing what it's supposed to do. It was supposed to be grabbing circuits for me, but it hasn't been? Don't know. Well, do we want to just ask for more circuits and see if it gets me circuits? If I remember right, circuits... Yeah, circuit boards are all the way down here. It's confusing. Okay, good. It had grabbed all of those super alloy rods. Let's figure out... T3 ore crusher. Oh. Turns out I actually need some of this stuff. Apparently. Well, I guess these crushers are actually damn slow. So easy enough for me to head back to the Fairlands, grab what I can. Was that a quake? I think that was the rocket lifting off. But yeah, I guess what I should have is at least a couple of chests holding this stuff. Just for my own convenience. I guess I can hand mine it. Just in case I've got a... Oh, no, I wouldn't have any drones coming out here to grab this stuff because currently I have nowhere that's requesting it. Alright. Easy peasy. We've only been here for like an hour and a half. It feels like we've been here for 3-4 hours. I guess we were doing other things on the previous planet. But still... Okay. And yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just build the better ore crushers. Oh, they take so much stuff in comparison. Okay, so you're going to demand uranite. You're going to supply everything. Oh, that storage space is so good. Guess what I should probably do is put a door on this one. Just so I can get up here. Silicon, cobalt. There we go. Oh. It would certainly help if I had them pointed the right direction. Is that the correct one? I hope so. There we go. Once again, though. Rotating the wrong direction. I get it. I get why they are the way they are. Still bugs me. Okay, demand bauxite. Demand dolomite. Alright. So every 70 seconds, that should be good. I guess I'm just going to leave these running. Okay. Do I have enough iron? I have an amount of iron. Just in case we run into any other recipes that requires this stuff, we might as well just have a small supply of each. If it's set to normal, it'll probably get split. That should be good enough. Okay. Have you played this game before? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had somebody actually trying to flex on me on this. Maybe, I don't know if they were flexing or not, it came off as that. But they were being like, you know, it's funny that you're playing this now. I left a review on this, like, back in 2022, and I was just like, yeah, I've been playing this since before then. Okay, got that set up. Everything's good. Eat the beans. We should get a locker. A locker for beans at the very least. Demand beans. Because I think beans are still the best food. Unprocessed food anyway. I need a lot more iron. I need a lot of things, but it's fine. Okay, what else do we have? Yeah, a lot of food. Which I can kind of limit myself on. I think let's go for that. Well, yeah, we don't have much for super alloy. Yeah, you can see a bunch of my drones are now flying all the way out here, which is good, except for I don't have that many drones to send. Okay, let's just mulch a couple of these, because I think we just want to make more lockers. Because I should move that whole titanium setup if I can. And finish packing away a bunch of these random bits. Okay, that's slightly inconvenient. That's iron. There we go. That's good enough. I need circuits. Okay, good. We have plenty. Because at least for now, I'm going to need large quantities of titanium nearby. Let's see. Put the aluminum down here. Demand aluminum. Because I might as well turn this off and move this over. There we go. I think maybe what I will do is have like a secondary crafting setup, maybe just on the top floor of this thing, to process those resources rather than a feeder base, or secondary base elsewhere. Okay, here we go. I think let's leave a gap. So you can walk through. Yeah. I'll probably put auto crafters in between. What am I storing at this point? I guess let's check what's in my lockers. So we need water. Water, silicon, plants. But so much of that is just like banked on iron. Put that away. Grab these. Okay, let's go back and finish my goofy plant storage all the way out here. We're making the Tower of Babylon an alien world. I think that would be really funny. Like, kind of as a theming structure, but like a game where you specifically have like landed on an alien world and you have to build a tower to the heavens to go sort like a rogue alien god out. Nulna. Tuska. Arima. Okay. Make everything lined up. You know, writing-wise, especially in, like, Western cultures, we tend to treat religion with some pretty heavy kid gloves. Due to the fact that, you know, a lot of people are pretty committed to their faith and whatnot, which I get. But it still feels like there's a lot of games that, I mean, I guess Final Fantasy does this well. Uh, but it feels like there's a lot of narrative structures where, like, you have to go deal with a rogue god. Has been largely, like, relegated purely to, like, JRPGs. And I want more games where, like, no, it's like a sandbox survival game, but it's like a capricious god's trapped you there, and you have to go kick his ass to get out of it. Maybe this is, like, more common than I think, but I'm thinking about, like, the island and how kind of, I don't want to say muted it is. And I guess the island has actually gotten a lot more interesting, because the second game had some, like, pretty wild stuff in it, and I think the third game you're going to space. Like, I want a game where you're specifically stuck in, like, the most dangerous game, but some, like, weird rogue alien god being has tossed you in there and is mutating people to ruin your life. I think that would be an interesting thing to have to contend with. It's possible to transfer materials from one planet to the other. Yes, it is. Let's go back over here, back to Herm. That all comes from God of War. Kind of? I don't know. Okay, do we not have another super alloy storage here? No, we do not. So I should speed that up. Rip up the iron mine, or iron storage. There we go. Yeah, getting to the point where I could probably turn a number of these into dump chests. I guess what I should probably do is have mutagens set up somewhere. Main question is where? I mean, here's my titanium. Let's finish making this place. At least a little bit bigger. There we go. So, I'm thinking what we do is probably set up the mutagen storage here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I almost wish this game had, like, base blueprints. That actually would be kind of convenient. Let's see. Demand mutagen 2. Demand mutagen 3. Demand mutagen 4. Probably have bacteria. Unfortunately, a number of these are things that are going to be a little hard to come by. And algae? We obviously don't have bacteria and algae at the moment, but, like, eventually we're going to need them. And so having a secondary storage row, prepping for the eventuality that we need these things, or have to, like, work with these things is going to make my life easier once we get to that point. Because right now I'm getting very hungry. I'm smelling our slow cooker going, and it is driving me a little crazy. Fortunately, I don't actually know when it's going to be done. Usually like a 6 to 8 hour ordeal, and I think we've only had it in for 4? So, yeah, I might have to stop, go eat a granola bar. But it's fine. Like, we've made a ton of progress today. Please tell me that's lined up. It isn't. It isn't. It is not. No, damn. Yeah, because I think what I'm going to do... let's see. Of course, this all requires super alloy rods, but it's fine. Do we have osmium? We have some. I think I'm just going to put some auto crafters in between these. That way they're centrally located and have access to everything. So if I want to make mutagen, we're going to need... Yeah, we're going to need a methane storage. If I want to make fertilizer, we're going to need eggplant. So, methane, eggplant, squash, mushroom, and water. I'm out of circuits. We might actually be running low on resources. Yep. Okay. So, I think I'm just going to have to leave this. Oh, wait, no. I can get at least a couple more. And if I can put in a request for the remaining explosives, which I could do. I could also make circuits, but we're kind of low on resources. Especially those kinds. Okay. And eggplant. Demand squash. We've already got bean storage over here. Though we should really up our vegetube game. But I'm going to need fertilizer for that. You know, I don't know what the heck you use T3 fertilizer on. Phosphorus? What? That's okay. I don't even know what that's used for, actually. Well, it's I guess we have a source of that stuff now. Because I think I have a whole bunch of T3 on the previous base to work with. Okay. Squash, eggplant. I can just harvest the other one. We're not using these. There we go. We don't have a mushroom grower at the moment, so I should work on that. How is my inventory full? Ah. Okay, there's the beans. So now we just have to figure out mushrooms. Good, I have another one of those. Although, of course, I don't have a mushroom seed handy. That's fine. We can go get... I believe we have one sitting around. Okay. Teleport back to Dedge. Let's see. Mushroom seed? No, but we do have all the explosives, so I might as well grab those. Really? No mushroom seeds? Well, it's okay. We don't need bioplastics immediately. Let's see. And yeah, we should probably upgrade a number of these dump chests to specifically take other resources. Eat and drink. And then we're kind of good. Oh, right. I was going to put in a request for circuits. Wait. preempted myself. Sick. I was sitting there and it's like, wait a second, no, I actually have these. My brain was vastly far ahead of the rest of me. Because the rest of me is currently thinking about how hungry I am. Which is, of course, a rough place to be. I'm going to be suffering through my hunger throes. You'll at least hear me bellyache about it. Wata. Perfect. Demand. Actually, do we need to? That might be a little far out of the way. There's the water bottle. Because, yeah, I'd like to be able to use this to kind of auto-craft mutagen and anything related to it. Okay. Anything else? I guess I should probably get a shredder machine. Let's see if I have any uranium. Cool. Because we are going to run into some storage issues if I don't make one of these. I guess let's actually mark it. I should probably also figure out some gas extractors. Okay. So I need an osmium. I have plenty of super alloy. I need 2 zeolite. Oh, 2 iridium rods. Let's get this shredder down. Where do I want to put it? Here? Here's a good spot. Set this to the lowest. This is going to demand a lot of the spare resources that we don't need. To destroy them. I'm going to leave it like that for the time being. Because we might actually want to grab some of these and move it around. Because also there's an amount of resources that we don't want to shred yet, like this iron. That's why I don't want this to be on auto yet. Some of these might actually be more useful. Okay, let's see about the atmosphere condenser. I'm not expecting to be able to use it for much. But maybe I can. Well, I mean, if it gets me meth. I don't know why it's saying, like, oh, it'll condense it from the humid air. I guess, I mean, there must be some atmosphere. It's not like we're in a pure vacuum. Okay, so I guess grab the aluminum. Holy smokes, we have a lot of that. Let's go check our crushers just to see where they're at. And also because they have kind of what I'm looking for. Damn. Yeah, so these actually provide ludicrous amount of resources. It's not perfect, but like, that's a lot of goodies. I'm going to need many drones for this. Okay. Can I do this? Will this work right now? I might actually want to make a second one of these. Because in general, I need a supply of water. Okay. So everything's kind of looking a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be. We're still having massive storage issues, and we need, like, a ludicrous amount of drones. But still better than expected. Okay. Now we can make some more drones, grab some other things. This planet terraformable. It better be. Yeah, it would be odd if it was not. Is there anything that I specifically want to make right now with any of this stuff? Not really, no. Because, yeah, we only have 20 drones at the moment. What is your limitation? What are we missing? Circuit super alloy. Well, we definitely... Oh, are we out of circuits? Or did the circuits get moved in such a way that it's too far away now? You know what? I'm going to tear that up. We're going to set this to robots. Just so it's closer. Okay. You know what I should do? Oh, maybe it's because the stuff is in my inventory. Possibly. Jonas. Oh, we should probably... we should probably put down a dump chest specifically for, or request a chest for explosives, but then also something for fertilizer. Probably. There we go. Okay. Might mean I move the scrapper, but like the further we go, the less I need this thing. There we go. That's probably good enough. I guess what I could do for this is move to the other side. That way, if it's going to be in my way, it's at least, like, kind of part of the curve. There we go. Because, yeah, I don't walk out here, and that's a nice view. Let's see. Am I out of resources now? Probably. I'm going to just put the rest of this stuff in. Should be good. Should be good. So I should make sure that these are all providing. Then let's grab an amount of this iron. Go back upstairs. Actually, let's go find some of that titanium too. Let's expand the upper floor. I want to have it so it's like lined up reasonably close at the very least. Burp. Didn't even realize it fell off the back. Burp. Perfect. That gives me a lot of space. Okay, let's set up the like fertilizer and some other things over here. Fertilizer 1. And some of these will probably, like, deconstruct and move, depending on what I'm building for reconstruction and whatnot. Keep it in caps lock like a goon. Okay. Wonder, how did you find Alchemy Factory? I thought it was pretty good. I don't think it's the kind of factory automation sim that I like. I don't know if you have seen, but there's a game called Star Rupture that's coming out in, like, 2 days. That's my speed. Like that's the kind of factory automation game that I like. Give me a bigger, more interesting world to explore rather than Scrungle Town, the, you know, alchemy shop sim Scrungle Town. I don't know. I haven't heard of Star Rupture. Here, I'll share it. I'll be putting out a video for it, I think tomorrow. But if you like this game, like if you like Planet Crafter, Star Rupture is kind of the satisfactory version of it. Sort of? I don't know. Maybe not. It's very satisfactory adjacent for good and for worse. Okay. Why do you have like a gazillion iron in you? I did set the priority on this to lowest, right? Yeah, weird. But it's very like Star Rupture is extremely satisfactory in like a super overt way. But also satisfactory is very it's very factorio, so it's kind of hard for me to be like, you know, it's too close. But the thing that sets it apart is that, like, I mean, for starters, there's actually, like, a feeling of exploration and kind of plot. I should find a piece of iron, see if I can put a staircase or two into that one. There's more of a feeling of plot, like your characters actually talk, which some people might find objectionable, maybe not. Let's see. But it actually, like, the world is... I guess, I mean, Satisfactory's world was hand-designed too. But I found it to be kind of boring to explore. There weren't any points of interest unless they went back and added more that I'm not aware of. But, like, you actually have to make guns and you have to fight, like, alien bugs that have infested the planet. Also, the sun periodically explodes and... will wreck your shit if you're caught outside, which I actually think is extremely cool and kind of stressful, but in a fun way. Let's see. I'm sure there's like other stuff that I'm forgetting about it that made it neat, but from the hour I played, I had a very good time with it. And yeah, it is multiplayer right from the get-go. I think the sun exploding bit is what put me off the video. Oh no, I think that's the cool part. Because you kind of have to watch out for it. It's like super deadly storms in Icarus and stuff. And it also refreshes resources and other things. Damn, that was a freaking haul. Look at that stuff. Well, that's going to make my life easier as we continue to just loot this place. Is this a new planet? Yeah, this is planet Humble. So this is the first DLC. Toxicity, the one I just finished earlier today, was the second DLC. This is the first. Damn. They went all out and just giving me goodies. But yeah, the Star Rupture is very much my kind of survival sandbox, factory automation sim, whatever you want to call it. Just nice production value, kind of interesting plot, maybe. A little bit of characterization. Monorails. Any game that has monorails instantly, like, has my attention. Oh. Okay, we should stop. Don't have enough inventory space. Oh. Is there anything? Yeah, I can eat that. Mission briefing, extremely confidential. Your task requires the utmost discretion. Starform Robotics is currently deploying their new autonomous terraforming system on this planet, using various drones and technologies to do so. You need to understand, analyze, and find their technology, and do what you can to interfere with the process. Ideally, corrupting the drones and making them non-functional. Once done, leave the planet as discreetly as possible. Sentinel Corp. Interesting. Corporate sabotage. That's a fun overtone, question mark. But yeah, we are claim jumping. Exactly. So yeah, what's this planet's unique take? So, unlike the base game where everything is available, or Toxicity where you have to purify, Planet Humble actually the shtick is that it's kind of scarce. Like, there's a lot of resources that aren't available. Ooh, that's a Ruberu tree seed. Right from the get-go. Holy shit. That's, like, legitimately, like, one of the best seeds in the game. 2 more of those and we can really, start doing some crazy teleporting. Or not teleporting, some crazy terraforming. So you have to bring resources from other planets? Not really. So, specifically the resources that are not available are cobalt, cobalt, aluminum, superalloy, iridium, and uranium. However, there are new resources, this one, and this one, that you can mine instead, and then crunch those into uranium, titanium, whatnot. It's an extra resource chain, and functionally doesn't change too much, but it means that you actually have to, like, build an industry chain to be able to provide those resources. It's a minor change, but it feels good. At least from my perspective. Does mean that my auto mines are gonna get clogged with shit though, which is, I don't know. I mean, I could see that being a downside, but still. Half the drones in the field have seeds too. Ooh. I'm curious what kind of seeds, because I'm assuming my drop table is putting me, like, what is that? It straight up looks like a Donger shrine. You can't tell me otherwise. Hey, there's the mushroom seeds that we needed. Should probably go plant those. Let's keep grabbing the rest of these. I just kind of wish there was like a ping or like a treasure radar after a certain point in this game. Just to make finding some of these chests just a smidge easier. I guess dealing with the first planet gives you the technology to deal with the other planets. Yeah, more or less. So if you haven't been following this too closely or paying attention to what I've been doing, unlike, like, well, rather than starting over every single time I, like, move on to a new planet, I get to bring all of the unlocked technology that I've gotten, as well as whatever I can fit into my pockets. I can just bring that back with me. Which more or less means that, like, coming to this planet now, I could have done it solo, starting over for each planet, but do we want to get an advanced craft station down? I think we do. Starting on this planet and carrying a bunch of things over has made it a lot easier, so I was able to immediately jump into producing the T3 ore extractors, which is just generating tons of resources, much of which I don't actually need. But it's still useful. Okay, so I think we can turn that on at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that go. Kind of full on sulfur. Where are we at in iridium? Because we might want to grab superalloy rod and some osmium. I'm going to start making some explosive powder as well. This is going to cost me a lot of resources that I do need, but we need more drones, and I think that's our current limitation. It's either explosive powder. No, it's something else. It's probably superalloy. It's superalloy. I made the mistake of not going to Humble from Prime the first time I played, so I had to replay Humble. Oh, did you just, like, leave and ended the game? Or... Okay, where do I put the big crafter? Here? Maybe. Kind of in my way, though. Sucker ain't small. I guess I could put it upstairs. I'm not using a lot of this space. This might actually be jutting out. Just a little bit. It's not bad. Okay, so what backpack do I have? I have the T7, so it's the T5 jetpack. I need rainbow quartz. I don't think we've actually found rainbow quartz on this planet, fascinatingly enough. Let's see, where's my engines? Well, I mean, it's easy enough for me to go ask for some. You done? Yeah. Okay, change selected planet. Let's go to toxicity. We want to grab... You know, they don't have nearly as much stuff. I mean, more fusion cells than I know what to do with. And they're never going to use them, so... Yoink. Same thing with the T2 rockets. Let's see, we don't need tungsten for anything. Production multiplier fuses actually wouldn't be bad. Yeah, let's grab that. Because the production fuses are probably going to make these things just absolutely cruise. Which we do need. Okay. But yeah, so effectively the DLCs in this game, you can start them fresh and have a perfectly cromulent experience, but for me, I like using the DLCs as kind of a new game plus mode, so I can just take all of my stuff, carry it into a new run and have a very good time with it, without having to spend nearly as much time grinding or stuck, which I personally appreciate greatly. Do I have Jonas? I do have Jonas. Transferring. I guess my drones are just extremely busy. Well, I do have a bunch of super alloy rods. Still. So let's mulch them. This is why I grabbed so many. And then, yeah, the other thing with carrying all of your stuff with you is that you can also build, like, rockets that you send to your previous planets and just be like, hey, you know that stuff that I left behind in that one, you know, in that one chest? Or those resources that this planet is slowly accruing and has no use for because I'm not there? Yeah, I'm just going to, request them to be brought to this location instead. And boy, it makes for a much more convenient second and third run, to the point where whatever we do in the next zone is going to be even goofier. I have too much aluminum. Okay. I should build... Let's just grab a bunch of iron for this. Let's do 12. I'm going to need 1 super alloy rod, and then I'm going to need 2 osmium. And then I'm going to need 6 circuits. So the problem I'm having is I don't actually want to be mulching up all of these resources. These are actually pretty valuable. Super alloy is still kind of one of our limiting factors. So what I'm going to do is build a bunch of foundation grid right here. 1 auto crafter right smack dab in the center. Yeah. I think what we might want to do is actually have a couple of these auto crafters and storage things. Okay, so you're going to demand iron, demand cobalt. Right, we should have these at not lowest, very low. Okay, the reason why we want to do this is a lot of these resources are just getting thrown in the trash. And so rather than waste them in the trash, we might as well turn them into super alloy, which we don't have that many of. Let's see, titanium, this is silicon. Magnesium. I misspelled it, whatever, who cares. And aluminum. Close enough. Okay, so now, rather than having these go to the trash, these will get dropped off here and auto-crafted into super alloy, which will just stick around. Let's see. It'd be cool to have a giant monorail across the ocean. Unfeasible, but cool. Having a map where one of the objectives is build a monorail here. I actually really wish they had done that rather than just having the like classic reach terraform value. Just having a number of like basic things of like fix this structure, reach X amount of power capacity. I think that actually would have made some parts of this game feel even better and more interesting to me. We're going to need an osmium mine, aren't we? Okay. So, iridium, or iridium super alloy. Yeah, probably iridium storage and super alloy storage, at least for now. I'll figure the rest out in a bit. Because yeah, having just a couple more auto crafters here for various other like, hey, I have too much of X, Y, or Z is going to be lovely. And this should hopefully be far enough from my main base that we don't need to worry about it too much. Because I know eventually we're going to cap out on super alloy rods. Yeah, where do I want to put the storage on some of these? I mean, I guess I could get really compact with this. That's probably good enough. It's not lined up right. Or they're the wrong... Oh, do these not have the same overall size? Ugh. Eh? Yeah, they don't. That's slightly frustrating. Well, it's okay. We have extra iron. So I can just kind of keep extending the platforms. I don't think I want to... I mean, I guess what I could do is move things back. I don't know. Soup alloy. Alright, there we go. Set that to very low. These should be going. Perfect. Let's see if my shuttle's back. It is! Endgame where we build giant structures. Ooh. Yeah, Dyson Sphere program style. That'd be nice. I gotta go back and finish that game at some point. This is really hoping they'd add multiplayer, but I think they said they weren't. And that made me sad. Okay. T5 jetpack. Yeah, it's pretty zippy. Okay, so we can knock both of these off. I don't know what the rest of these are for, apart from the fact that I just have them now. Let's get 2 of these down. My obsidian. There it is. And also get a drink. Might be worth getting some growth multipliers on these, but eh. Okay. Thinking is, yeah, just slap this right in the middle. Perfect. So let's see how fast these are working now. I'm sorry, what? The production multiplier fuses don't work on these things. Huh? Why not? It's fine. It's just a little disappointing. I guess it just means I'll have to get more of the crushers. Why even have that? Bugged maybe, or a nerf? It could be. Alright, well, at this point, apart from actually starting to explore some more, which I'd prefer to leave for later, or terraforming the planet, which again, prefer to leave for later, I think we're just gonna call it quits for now and say, we've made some serious progress on this planet. Obviously, got a ways to go, but I actually have like a functional, like, base that isn't going to drive me up the wall, hopefully. And we're in a pretty good place to start processing more of these things. I think the real issue is mostly just sheer lack of drone production. Really wish it would tell me what I'm missing. Oh, you know what it is? We don't have any regular rocket engines. What do we need for those? Could be worse, actually. But hopefully we can just find more of them around on the ground, frankly. Anyway, I guess actually, within that, I'm pretty sure some of my other locations change selected planet. If I go back to Prime, don't I have like a silly amount of rocket engines stored here? 53. That'll solve and by some I mean a lot of my problems. There we go. All right. Well, anyway. I will have to remember that I did that next time. For now, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll come back for more. Let's see. Let's save some Planet Crafter. It says saving in progress. I'm pretty sure quitting while saving is fine. Yeah, looks like we're good. Cool.